I guess I should pull up the thing so I can see the chat. The thing so I can see the chat. The thing so I can see the chat. And boost your viewership numbers. And boost your viewership numbers. 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 I think there's something wrong with my computer. Everything's been slow lately.
Yep.
All right, let me quit Discord and rejoin. Is it still bad?
It sounded fine right there.
Okay. Turn on my webcam. I'm gonna try opening. I think my Google Chrome is the problem.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to use Safari to watch the stream and see if that fixes it.
Okay, cool. Because, yeah, your webcam is lagging as well.
Oh, my webcam's lagging still?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that means that's not the problem. Activity monitor. Are there any pre-game questions we're going to be asked?
Pre-game questions.
Yeah. Like who we think is going to win?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, which one?
Cool.
All right. I can now see the Twitch chat.
For Twitch?
No. I don't know how to
Oh.
do that. Next time. Stream froze. It currently says Discord is using 120% of my computer.
Ooh.
Do you think that might be part of the problem?
Eh.
Do I need a stream? Does Alex need a stream?
Not me. Never streamed before.
All right, they're all saying ready. Has draft started? I'm still waiting on the thing to load.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Let me open up the pro draft here.
I still can't see
Oh,
draft.
okay. We already have 6 bands. Do you have the link?
Yeah,
All
I got
right.
it working now.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we got an Ash ban, and then a Tristana, then a Pike, then a Shen, then a Thresh, then a Yumi ban. And then first pick Kaisa. Kaisa's a really strong ADC. It's probably the highest contested pick, and they banned the counter pick. So that is currently where we are in the draft.
Yep.
Sir Mix-a-Lot is probably going to pick their jungle support or jungle AD or ADC support. You normally don't want to pick a solo lane here. Spawning with Nami.
Nami. Interesting.
It's a little early to show it, I feel. It's going to get a a very vicious support pairing. So you could imagine that we turn these could pick something like a Nautilus, and that would be a little scary bot lane.
Yeah. And the Samira.
Samira. All right, so Samira got the big nerfs. I feel like she is a lot weaker of a champion than she normally is, but maybe there's something more here. Maybe they're going to go all knockups.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll take like a Zac jungle next rotation.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me on the stream now?
So what is
So
blue team
Kaisa,
on here?
I think you could still pick the Knot. You want something that has CC just because it gives the Kaisa more damage.
Yeah.
And she's fine as is. Turret can work because you can, press R and then she blinks in and can't die while she's in the back line. But I would have rather seen something a little more lane dominant.
Yeah.
But, that's just me.
Should pick up the jungler here.
Yep. And there's the Hecarim.
Hecarim.
And they will match the jungler here. Unless they're afraid of their solo laner that they are going to pick after bans getting banned out. Because you can also pick your mid and then ban the 2 answers in the other person's pull. Or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Testing, can you guys hear me now?
Udyr, there it is. Taking the OP
Udyr
stuff.
coming out for the
Thank
red
you.
team. Fiora ban from red side. Okay. Echo ban, interesting.
I don't know these players. So it's hard to get much more narrative than
Yeah.
that. They're banning the Yasuo so that the knock-up combo doesn't get too insane.
We turn these. So Macy.
So here you'd expect a solo laner.
Cho'Gath in the top lane, presumably.
They got all that knock-up. And then they
Yeah.
have the Udyr.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think you need a really strong top laner here. I'm thinking a carry.
I don't think you have to do a carry, because you have the Kaisa, you have the Hecarim. Both of them can do anything. Currently, Blue's draft is really flexible. They can kind of do whatever they want here. You probably don't want to pick like only a split push champion, but... Okay, so...
Was that supposed to be Jax?
I don't think that was supposed to be Leona, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they picked Jax
that is
there instead of
Jax.
Leona.
They
So
didn't
you're
pick Leona.
Yeah.
That is Jax and the something else. They're listening to the stream for advice. That's what's going on. Nico. I don't like the Jax pick here, though. Right? Because you already have such good team fight, and you can just play towards that. So, like, if you pick something like I know Shen is banned in this particular game, but you pick something to that extent, right? You could pick an Ornn, you could pick, there's a lot of things that still win against the Cho'Gath that then still can supplement your team. And the Camille. All right, so this is a Cho'Gath mid?
It looks like it, yeah.
And then a Camille top lane.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I feel like Blue's coming out ahead on this draft, but I don't think it's by too much here.
Yeah, I'd agree. They do have the split push kind of threat with the Camille. Obviously
And
Jax
Jax.
can, yeah. I think Jax should be able to match pretty much at all times, but
if one of them gets ahead, it can start going downhill pretty quickly, though.
exactly, yeah.
All right, so they're not in order per se.
No.
It looks like Blue might be, but Red isn't.
I would be surprised to see Gloomy support bottom top.
Well, they have. What did they do in the last game? We casted their last game, didn't we?
Yeah, Botsim went jungle and then he went. Okay, yeah, he just picked jungle.
Okay, so he is going jungle again.
Can you guys hear me again?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Well, he's asking the stream.
Oh.
So.
Well, I had exclusivity on my Yeti. That setting worked, so that's why the stream couldn't hear me, but they could hear you.
I see.
This or OBS isn't telling me that it's not working, so I'm gonna assume it's working. Well, sorry about that.
All
That
right.
helped
So
with
what?
the draft a little bit. So Macy's secondary is Tarek. So normally they've been putting her on the Yumi. Tarek is her next best. She actually likes Tarek a little bit more than the Yumi pick.
You're scared. Good to know.
And then, okay, can one of you snip the draft and then write in the correct pick?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's like I can't. My computer is crawling right now. I think
It's running
I need
on
to like
fumes.
turn it off and leave it off for a couple hours because I've left it on for 2 years or whatever. 4 years probably now.
I dropped this in 2021 Intramurals.
Yes, please.
Okay. Your mic is good, by the way. I just tuned into the stream to check.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
All right, so Moose, what are your thoughts coming out of this draft? Who do you think's winning the draft?
Well, sorry, I did not get to look at what the actual draft is yet. So the Jax is the only change. Huh.
I think Blue has the better draft, but I don't know if it's enough to compensate, considering where matchups are.
Yeah, I would agree.
Dalp is jungling, though.
Dalp is jungling.
That's
for
something
sure.
worth pointing out. Yeah, he's playing Udyr jungle. Which would explain why he didn't pick a hooker, but like... That'll be interesting.
Okay.
It's the young Udyr support, Nami jungle.
Yep.
Or Nami mid, Cho'Gath jungle.
In this game, I might give slight advantage to Blue.
I'd expect Save by Grace to have a pretty good time against the Jax top lane.
Yeah.
And
How much does Garo play Jax?
not that much that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it's not on his OPGG, really.
He normally likes to play like the Kennen, Rumble.
Yeah.
I think I recall him playing some Maokai, but I haven't checked his OPGG in a while. The main thing with him is he's more of a support jungler. Like top is probably tertiary to what he likes to do.
Yep.
So, but he used to play top a fair bit. So when we were playing together, he would go top. I'd go support normally. So he has some experience in the role. I just know that there's a huge skill discrepancy in the top lane.
Yeah.
Looks like
Definitely.
bot lane. It's going to be Smarties being the highest rated player out of Blue or out of We Turn These versus Thair, who is not the highest rated because Dalp is, but it's going to be two really good ADCs against each other. And then
I feel like
I don't know much
Samira
about
needs a little
Kira.
too much setup though. Like in early lane, if the Nami's not able to land any bubbles,
yeah,
then Samira's
that's true.
passive is just null. And then you have Keegan on Cho'Gath, so you're relying on two silver players to be landing their knockups.
I believe you can do it off of Camille stun for a second, can't you? Because it's also a slight displace.
Yeah. But she's top lane, he's bot. So
Yeah. I do think there is some questions on proccing it. I'll be very interested to see how Doubt performs here, though.
Yeah, on the Udyr, so.
Are we dismissing the Udyr support possibility?
Yes. I would take any
sure,
bet.
not.
I would take any of those bets.
You might see it at some point this tournament, man. You know, Udyr's OP.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad to be wrong.
Yeah. Give him a Moonstone and Flowing Staff, and then pair it with like Swain. Boom. I just created yourself a duo boosting strat in solo queue.
Swain Udyr in the bot lane.
Tell me that doesn't sound oppressive.
Oh, it sounds impossible.
Impossible to play or impossible to win against?
To win against, I feel. You have to play
Yeah.
like Ash or something.
See? Genius right here.
Yeah, you could definitely
And
boost the
before
diamond.
Udyr ban tomorrow.
No leaking on stream.
All right, so Dalp does in
All right.
fact have Smite, so I think it's safe to assume it is not the young support Udyr.
So let's see how the first few minutes go, and then we'll call it 100%. Does
Any
anyone
big
want to
question
stream?
marks on some?
If it helps your computer,
the-
we're not doing cams anymore, Connor. For in game.
It would just lag me more to tab out and turn it off.
Okay.
That's fine. You can just see my lovely face. This is just for you all.
All right. Does anyone? I can share screen for the casters, or do we just?
We're just gonna direct it cam, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
directed cam with timer sync.
Okay, cool.
Which they should sync by default.
Unless I doubt my internet will drop since we got rid of Spectrum, but if internet drops, then we'd have to resync. Or someone had to pick it up.
Yeah.
So, correct me if y'all feel different about this, but I feel like Tarek should have took an exhaust here.
What did he go? Ignite?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as a Tarek enthusiast.
It's like you want the anti-heal for Samira, but other people should be building it.
Sure. I feel like Smarties wants like some early kills though. He might have asked for it. That there is
The
an
Guardian,
argument to
though,
be
shows-
made for exhaust Tarek when Samira can pop off with ult, but it requires the Nami to be competent. So it could be bad or it could be good. I would go Ignite here.
Yeah, I also like going Ignite in general. It's just, I don't know. I guess I might be over-respecting Ryan. We're still not in game, right?
Or the Nami. Like, Ryan can't do
yeah.
much if you kill the Nami pretty quick. In a dream scenario, Tarek like gets some nice poke up on the Nami level 1, and then like level 3 get all-ins her with Ignite and kills her.
Oh, and now we're in, right?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
0 though. Hasn't moved.
Yep. Now it
it's
moved.
1, 2.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, direct the camera.
Make sure you adjust your tabs. Dalpa's actually in the jungle.
Or more.
All right. Red team pinging for the 5 point. Looks like no invade shenanigans. Both teams. Looks like behind it botched the 5 point though. Oh dear. Okay.
It's more like the 1-4 point.
Yeah.
They're hoping to see
Keegan
it
is
there.
starting on Ryan's team to answer your question, Kevin. Kira is subbing in for Awesome on Keegan and Ryan's team, right? She's playing the Nami.
Emotes masteries coming out. Looks like we have some real hardcore gamers.
Looks like both junglers will be starting bot side.
Yep. Pretty standard stuff. Really interested to see how this top lane is going to go. I'm expecting Aaron to be able to run away with this lane.
I am too. It'll be interesting to see if he just auto shoves it though. If he auto shoves it, then there's chances for Hecarim to save it.
Yeah.
Well, if he catches Gara shoving, he can just freeze the lane forever, and the threat of the Udyr is actually kind of scary.
Yeah.
Looks like they're both opting to go down. Neither of them are quickly pathing towards top lane. So it looks like they're both happy to just full clear here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both are support mains, not really in the jungle that often.
Like Nico's gonna get the second wave push. Very nice.
Fox electrocute. And as you can see, the Camille is now shoved in. So now I feel pretty fine for Gara here. He doesn't really want to fight though.
Some
He's
very
level
good
1.
poke, yeah.
Yeah.
And Camille should be able to get the bounce back if the wave is pushed in all the way.
Keegan taking a lot of poke mid. Might end up having to recall.
Long TP this early is not ideal. It's gonna be a big shove top. I wonder if Hecarim might look for a gank.
He'll reset before he gets there. I think he's just going to full clear and just recall.
That would make sense. Alright.
Oh. Poke is actually annoying.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Gloomy taking TP here? Instead of Ignite?
No, he shouldn't take TP. He should take it.
Yeah, I would have taken Ignite. Because, yeah, if he has Ignite, he already has a kill here. So, Udyr is on top Scuttle right now. He doesn't have any prio, but manages to still get it. Looking at CS, Gloomy is a little bit ahead. Bot lane pretty even. Top lane. Camille actually down in CS. It's not what you really want to see.
Tarek's sitting on 3 stacks of Argons right now.
Yeah.
This top wave is actually pushing back in, though.
Yeah. So it should be catching up in CS here. Jax goes in.
But now he can't CS without the fear of Udyr.
Yeah. Udyr is top here. I wonder if they go for something. Jax just warded. Udyr is staying. He's not recalling.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think Saved by Grace doesn't need it. I think Saved by Grace can just freeze forever.
Ooh, there's a gank bot lane. Hecarim drops the ghost. They land the stun. Nami gets the flash. The ignite comes pretty late. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, Jax is in big trouble here. Gonna have to TP back. Good
Even
poke
then, the
mid
wave
lane.
is just hard to work with.
Yeah. Alright, so Gloomy is having a good time mid.
I think he's starting to hit the point though where he's not able to kill the show and needs to recall.
Exactly.
Damage.
Yeah.
No?
Ooh.
That might be corrected. Yeah, okay. Cho'Gath's just eating every root.
Cho'Gath can't get CS when he's being harassed that much and is like still taking damage. He doesn't have to get the kill to build advantage.
Yeah, it's already, what, 15 CS down at 5 minutes? That's pretty huge. Hecarim is on the flank. I wonder if he's flicking.
But does the Nico use his TP? In any other scenario, would it be better to just push that lead that he has now? Burn the mana pool, push in the wave, recall, maybe blow TP, maybe not, depending on how fast the Cho'Gath or their jungle can push it out.
Yeah, and you can look to TP to other lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, now it's just really tough for Gara.
Yeah, Aaron has a pretty sizable CS lead at the moment. 15 CS up with a huge wave in front of him.
He's taking a lot of damage, though. He doesn't need a trade with the Jax, per se, there.
Yeah.
He needs to thin out the wave just a little. This looks fine.
Alright, wave pushing back into the blue side on bot lane.
both the mid laners are level 6 now, so there's actually a lot of kill potential from Nico,
Yeah.
minus the not having Ignite.
Aaron is 6 as well with Udyr topside. If they manage to land a stun, I think they could get a kill here pretty easily.
I think Aaron just wins the all-in outright, doesn't he?
Yeah, you should be able to.
I mean, the only fear is Conquer just getting too big.
Yeah. I think he'd just have to ult when he's not stunned, so that Jax can't escape.
He predicts the counter strike.
Exactly, yeah.
That'd be sick.
Nico just casually walking back into lane. Radiating alpha male energy.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, we
No.
go.
Yep.
Oh, he can walk forward.
This isn't fun.
He can get the second wall. I don't think he has to rely on.
I think
him
he can
being
lead
the
R.
guy.
He can lead R, E at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flash over into E with second wall.
Yeah.
I
was
don't know
wondering when the first
Camille's
strike was
far
going to be
range.
taken. It ends up going over to
Yep.
blue.
So predictable.
Alright, so both the junglers are still just like perma farming.
Yeah, I
There
would've
was
liked
the one
to see
ganked by the
Udyr.
Hecarim.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
would've
new
liked-
Udyr build is not like the old traditional Feral Rage build. You actually do want to gank as him.
Yeah. I wonder if Aaron goes for the dive here.
You saw the Jax use the counter strike really early.
It is risky though, because Jax does have R, which will give him the resistance. And, you know, when you're 30 CS up at 8 minutes, worst thing you could do is give up a kill.
Oh, and here comes a gank from Udyr? Maybe?
Dodges a knock up. Does have, okay, has the invisibility.
He's using ult, but we're looking at bot lane.
R. Ooh, they get the flash.
Samir
This is the
going
bubble?
down.
Samir gets the
Exhaust
R.
coming through on the Kaisa.
Hecarim is running in here, he lands the R. Should be able to pick up
Nami has
Nami
the
here.
flash, yeah.
Very nice.
First
That
blood
goes
over to the
first
Terra.
blood.
Goes over to Tarek, but still, good kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Udyr is soloing Rift Herald.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Gonna look for the dive. Kaisa R is up.
And Samir R is
That's the flash. Ooh,
not able to hit S.
unfortunate. Alright. So that's 2 kills on the bot lane. 1 to Tarek and 1 to Hecarim. It's really big on the Hecarim.
Red side will get compensation in terms of taking Hecarim's jungle and taking Herald here, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit X real quick to see the gold distribution. So,
So,
Terra getting first blood there, puts in 300 gold ahead of the Nami. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the.
Sorry, give us a second.
Nico's
Looks
getting
the
caught out here.
fight. I don't think it is. I think Dalp's caught out here.
I was just able to run out. He's Udyr. No R on the Gloomy. Oh, he did have R.
Yeah, he did have R. That's why I thought he was
Oh.
caught.
Interesting. Jack's
Oh.
going in here.
Wait, is that a spectator bug? Because we heard him ult mid lane.
Well, it's 80 seconds. That was about
Okay.
maybe like 2 minutes ago, yeah.
I want to see this Tarek use some of his Targon procs. I feel like he could be further ahead of this Nami.
Yeah.
He's saving them for siege minions.
Only 5 CS at 10 minutes.
Yeah, you know, all three.
Carrick just wants to hit them big siege minions. Yeah.
Here we go.
Never mind.
Aaron is just having a field day in this top lane. About 50 CS up now. 45.
Gold's about even for both teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bot jungle is compensating for the top gap here.
Yeah.
And even Gloomy. Gloomy's up, 500 gold.
Yeah, 25 CS.
Ooh. Saved by Grace can just force this. Just press R, yep.
Should be a dead
free kill.
Udyr. Should give the kill to Camille. Very nice. They should push in top. I wonder if they drop the Rift Herald here. Get the 2 plates. Yep, they are.
Looks like they are. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Ekram's here with the gank again.
Big fight. They dropped a Terracar. Samira's caught out. No flash, and she should go down here.
All right, but cross map, we're still going to get this top tower. It looks like Herald will not live to get a second charge though, which is a little unfortunate. If they hit it first and then drop the Herald later to break the final plates instead, they'll be able to get a second charge on that second tower. But now they're in this weird situation where Jax could, in theory, try to just freeze him in front of his tier 2, and it's a lot safer for him.
Let's see if he does that. Needs to thin the wave a little bit. They do have the Drake coming up.
Yeah, Camille's heading towards that Drake.
Yeah.
For a reset there, huge.
No TP on the Jax either.
So
yeah, so Jax will have to actually shove if he wants to help out.
Would they be able to fight this?
I think
blue side bot's really strong. I mean, I guess Kara got
Even
the
without
kills.
the Jax.
Oh, a good flash from the Camille. They should pick up the Hecarim here, and that should be the Drake going over to the red team.
Yeah, and I was saying if Jax went bot, if it was 5v5 kind of situation.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying they could win it outright right now. Yeah.
Hecarim getting caught out. It's really not what you want to see. Your blue team right now.
Drakes are tied up. And it will be an Earth map this game.
Yeah. It's getting a little scary right now for blue team. They're really putting a lot of pressure on this bot lane to be able to do stuff. You know, Jax is just so far behind right now. It's going to take at least 30 minutes before he's even close to what Camille can do.
Right, and this brings back in that question of draft phase, right? If you pick something like a Malphite, it doesn't matter how much you're getting stomped. You can just press arms.
Exactly.
But when you pick the Jax, you're kind of saying you're better than your opponent.
Yeah.
Turret plating.
Right, Ryan not really doing too hot on this Samira.
It's really rough when you fall behind too.
Yeah.
And it is a big question about what you're playing into and what you're playing with when you're playing Samira. And I just feel like the Nami is not enough for her.
Yeah. Look at the top lane. Looks like Camille is setting up a freeze here. It's pretty much a ticking time bomb for the blue team. She's just gonna continue to accelerate. Very nicely done.
Tarek just lost shutdown gold.
The Camille's more. I feel like the Camille's gonna need to sweat a little bit more than the blue team right now, though. With the bot lane doing as well as they are, the Kaisa Tarek Hecarim is a really good way to team fight, especially with Nico. Not
The thing
doing too
is,
bad.
with the Nami, you can just disengage, right? So they just sit 3 mid and then send Udyr bot and Camille top, and the split push is actually obnoxious because there's not any one person who can handle either of those two champions.
Looks like
Especially
Udyr
if
is just
Dalton,
gonna run out
you know.
here.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Ogath, ooh, misses the root.
You
Camille's
can't
on the
lose team
flank.
fights if you don't team fight.
True, but I doubt that they'll be fully splitting this whole time. Aaron is a pretty objective focused player. If he's not getting those dragons, I doubt he'll be too happy. Possibly, maybe he'll go with a split, but I would put more money on the possible fighting over objectives.
Yeah.
He is 2k up right now, which is really huge.
Yeah. So that's why, you know, I think he kind of has the leeway to be able to freeze and just wait until the next Drake and have that XP and gold advantage. Looks like Jax might be
Relatively
setting
low
up.
kill game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like actual LCS.
Jack's trying to set up a freeze of his own. Looks like Camille should be moving over to try to break it. Alright, looking
They're
at
looping
CS.
around. They're gonna pick the.
Oh yeah, Camille is on the
that
flank
map.
here. Ooh, she
Oh.
goes through Tribush.
Yeah. That's maybe not the best pathing. So they're just going to pick up Herald here, and then probably look to use it mid or something.
Yeah. Cho'Gath is getting pretty beefy here. Like you mentioned earlier, Miklas, you know, now we're at the point where Camille or Nico can't do anything anymore. So,
well, that was my
ganking the
point
bot lane.
earlier, but
Get the flash
What
out of
happened there?
Samira.
Why wasn't she pushed?
That was weird. She didn't move.
Yeah.
Only thing I saw was the wind wall, but you can't wind wall Hecarim, right?
no.
No,
Yeah.
I think the Taric stun interrupted it, but I thought the stun didn't prevent displacements. That'd have to be another displacement effect, I thought. That was weird. Gumi's
Right here. Hecarim is walking up. Or, not Hecarim. Cho'Gath.
Yep, and it looks like Camille's gonna just recall? What?
20 seconds on the Drake right now.
Yeah, I think you're okay to trade the Drake here. Like, if they send a lot of people to the Drake, you're actually taking inhib. I mean,
Yeah.
she is so huge right now.
Camille has TP as well, so. Oh, there's a gank in the mid lane.
Dive-
Cho'Gath flashes.
Oh,
And she does have Triforce, and then, yep, it looks like it will be a
Cho'Gath
cross-map
should go
trade.
down here. Udyr coming in. Lance is done. Chasing the Nico. Ooh,
Guess is right.
did guess right. Red team should be able to pick up the Drake here.
Yep, Camille is recalling.
if you slow a Nico clone before she goes into it, are they both slowed or is it just the?
No, no.
So he didn't. He
He
smited
knew.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if we see the TP out of the Camille here. Looks like she's just walking down.
Yeah, there's no rush on it.
Yeah.
I still think she's fine to split push here.
Yeah.
It just slows down her lead and gives Jax a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. If I'm Camille, I just run mid here. Run mid. She can even catch out Kaisa maybe.
Whoa.
Drop the Namiar.
All right. Really good idea.
For the Drake. All security.
But yeah, I would have liked to see the Camille just keep shoving. Like,
Yeah.
don't even go back mid, and then instead of dropping the Herald preemptively, just wait a little bit and then drop it once you're sure they're dedicating too much resources to the other side of the map. I think it's not too hard to actually get the inhib open.
So Camille back in the bot lane. Hecarim is running in. I wonder if he's looking for something. He's a minion.
Take a lot of damage.
Ooh, big chunk from the Camille. She can dive here. Oh,
I don't know
protect
about
around.
the two. Though.
She's not a psycho. I would have dove, but I'm psycho.
So Jax just got a lot of breathing room. He just increased his CS by 20 in the last 2 minutes, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at CS, pretty big gaps in the bot and mid lane. Do not land
Camille
the
with
rune
a
on the
quick little
Camille.
trade.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Camille just waits here and freezes again. Still has TP for the Baron if that ever happens, but red team don't really need to force.
Mm-hmm.
Hecarim is moving top side. Udyr is here as
He's
well.
going
though.
in.
They're grooming in.
Cho'Gath getting the
Taric with the
flash
flash
from the Taric.
They're gonna need to.
Drops the
I don't
R.
think they have enough damage to take both of them.
Yeah.
And
Hecarim
Hecarim might
on
be
the
getting
flank.
picked. Alright, he's out in time.
Right. Kaisa is bot lane alone. I don't know if she's trying to defend against the Camille by
She
herself.
can't. Looks like Camille will get to pick up this tower pretty free.
Yeah.
Whoa.
TP coming out.
Yeah,
Is it
Jax-
gonna drop?
Jax is
Will
probably
drop.
gonna get dove here. Or, I
Camille
mean, for
should
its
be
gone,
winning
you don't
this.
really need to dive. Yeah.
Should get the R. Oh.
He can splash.
Just flashes out.
Nice.
So still unfortunate because he had to drop the whole wave top. After I just talked about him getting 20 CS, he got 3 CS since the last time I brought up CS.
Yeah.
So
Camille opts not to take the extended fight, playing it safe.
yeah, she has a lot of faith in her team.
Yeah. Also didn't have vision on the Hecarim, so I assume that's why she didn't keep going. But very good restraint from both teams, I would say. Haven't really been that many random deaths, really, other than the
Oh, I
Hecarim
want
before
random
Drake.
death.
Yeah, the Hecarim before Drake, but other than that, I think both teams have done a good job of playing relatively safe.
Mm-hmm.
With both of these teams being 0-2 currently,
Hecarim is around. Are they going to land a stun? Ooh, the Camille gets CR. Should pick up the Jax here.
Oh.
Flash up. Are they going to start the Baron topside? Kaisa is picked out here. She does have flash heal and R. See what she'll be able to do. Surely there's nothing. Yep. And that should
I
be
imagine that's
a Baron
calling
here.
Baron.
Yeah, should be a Baron. Camille still has TP, so. And Nico looking for Samira, but she misses everything. And Samira
Oh
dropped
my
the R.
gosh.
Hey, yeah, this is.
Should pick up both, yeah.
Hey, you run the Baron now, right?
You can break the inhib open if you don't want to risk it. The kill timers are still really short.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Can-
20
can
seconds
Jax,
and they're already
Hecarim,
on Baron.
Kaisa handle
Yeah.
it?
This should be safe.
Yeah, and you also have the Cho'Gath R.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of damage.
I wish I could see the exact time on Drake. I wonder if Hecarim would be able to start it.
So Connor, I know you did the math on what kind of win-loss ratio you need to make in order to get to playoffs, potentially. With both of these teams 0-2 right now, I would assume that they're both like really gunning it for the 2-0, and like a 1-win would be really bad for both of them.
One win, yeah, I mean, they're competing with each other, right? So currently, since they're both 0-2, if they go 1-1, it's not too big of a deal as long as there's another team that drops the ball later on, which they still have agency on this early on in the tournament, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stop while there's a team fight about to break out.
Yeah, both teams posturing around the Drake. I'd imagine Red Team can fight any time they want. They're really strong right now. I like to see Camille try to get a flank here.
Oh, Hecarim is
goes
in.
Lands a big R. Kaisa in the back line. Samira
Meanwhile,
drops the
Ryan
R.
is
Should be able to pick up both.
Oh,
Meanwhile, in the front lane,
It's an interesting target selection there.
yeah. Red
seems
team
very
can give it
disjointed on that team fight.
up, clean this up.
If they go for the Nami with no ult,
Yeah, so it looks like Red team has a huge lead. But yeah, so basically, 4 wins is the number that you should be aiming for to get into playoffs. It doesn't guarantee it by any means. 6 wins guarantees it, right? Especially if they like 1-1 here or something, because you'd have to have 2 teams that just never win, and that's impossible since the 2 0-2 teams are playing each other right now. So if you get 6 wins, you are 100% in and make it through the group stage. But 3 wins is possible, 4 wins is a lot safer, 5 wins and realistically you're guaranteed. So that is the math breakdown for making it into playoffs here. But yeah, this game really matters since they're both at the same record line.
So if you're blue team, what's the play here? How do you try to come back?
I don't think you do come back, to be fully honest. If you have to find a way to get back in, it's a lot of really weird cheese strats, like 5 stacking a bush and, you know, having vision and looking for those kind of plays.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can try to extend the game for, just hope they keep making mistakes. I don't know what the
Flash out of the
tiebreak rules are, so they could just be stalling for that. Figure out what you're going to do next game. Figure out what picks are problematic.
Yeah. So, red team just trying to push down the mid lane. I really want to see Camille in the side lane right now. She's not doing too much. And, you know, they're letting bot lane push into them.
And look at the CS gap, right? It was 50 earlier, and it's now shrunk down to 30
Yeah,
on this top lane here.
yeah.
And Kaisa is actually building a pretty big CS lead on her own, too.
Yeah. Do land the bubble, get some nice poke, but nothing too substantial. Hecarim is looking for the flank here. He drops the ghost.
This is pretty good.
Gets a big R. They should be able to pick up the Nami. Very nice pick.
And the
Do they
Ryan.
get the Samira as well?
They should be able to get this.
Get the Tech
Samira
R?
pick would be way more valuable here.
Samira
Oh,
close
man.
to that.
Oh.
Shield buff save.
Ah,
Nice.
Udyr comes in. Ooh, they do get the Samira. Nico lands a big R, but
Jax TP stun. He's now taking aggro, so Nico's fine. You just can't run out the Udyr.
Udyr just runs out here. 2 for 2 in the end.
Yep, Camille's now getting to start to pressure the split push.
Yeah.
And she has plenty of vision to see if they start roaming down.
She also
Gold-wise,
saw
that
the,
did-
the Taric, the Hecarim R go down mid lane, so...
Exactly. Yeah. Gold-wise, that did benefit the blue team as they did get a shutdown, but I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah,
at
it
the
looks like they
moment.
can just wait for the Soul Dragon to spawn here.
Yeah. But like you said, Connor, those are the kinds of things we'd expect to see from the blue team here, just trying to look for those 4-on-1 picks. Camille walking up here, looking for the flank on the Kaisa. And I think Kaisa is really in a bad spot here. Camille has a lot of damage. Able to E out.
He's out. It's really clean. Oh.
Okay. So, Soul Point Drake coming up in about a minute. I think red team is pretty fine here, just waiting for the Drake.
Baron coming up in less time as well.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm red team here, I'm just waiting for Soul. I think there's really no need to get the Baron on spawn.
Well,
Blue team could try to look to get a trade for it. Give them Soul
Yeah,
take.
that might be the best play here.
Even then, that still feels really bad.
and if Run's done, you know, doesn't use his smite on this dragon, he can run it up to the Baron and potentially steal it. Maybe
Yeah.
leave the Cho'Gath top lane. You don't need everybody on that last dragon, I feel.
Well, the Cho'Gath is walking down. Blue team is posturing. Looks like they're going to challenge this Drake. Taric is caught out here. Oh, looks like it's just going to go down.
Yeah, and this means that the dragon just is free.
Yep.
The only real contest is a suicide for it. Which I think you
should
have
be
to
the
go
play.
for.
Yeah, should definitely be the play. If you get the steal, you lose Baron, but still. Ooh,
And you almost
unfortunately
got
doesn't
it.
get it.
1 second lane.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
he
the
got
Cho'Gath eat. Did they both? Did
red
they
team should
smite
get
eat
the
it?
Baron here.
I was
Yeah,
wondering
Cho'Gath
if
got
it
the eat to kill it.
Yeah,
And Alp's smite is on cooldown, so yeah, he's fine
yeah,
with it.
it's my E. Very good execution from the red team. And they should be running to the Baron now. It should be free. And it looks like we are on the way to a closeout.
So what do you think as blue team going in here, right? You have two options. You can start banning these threats that just performed really well. So obviously, blue team banned both of the hookers against Alp to try to decentivize him from playing that. But the problem with Sir Flex-a-Lot, if I get their name right,
Sir
or mix it up or whatever, yeah, is that they can just move around, right? So it's really hard to like change your Baron strategy to really punish them. You have to figure out where it's going to move them to when you do these different bans and what that means for your team here.
I'm not sure having Kira jungle would be optimal for a Mix-a-Lot. So maybe leaving up Dalp's picks
Red team's turret
Mm.
has been
could do them
So
some
you could
good.
intentionally leave up Dalp's picks and then try to guarantee yourself a counter pick, and then what do you do from there? Ban out potential weak champions, like maybe ban out the the Cho'Gath and try to build a lead in the mid lane, or you could look to then ban the OPs, right? Ban the Udyr, ban the Camille, or ban the, anything else that you feel really pops off against your team.
Yeah.
But you do
Jax
have
should
the option
opt for something more tanky.
for sure, and that is not so I have to win lane oriented. Sometimes it's good to know how to lose gracefully.
And yeah, you could also try something where like Nick goes bot lane, and you have Samir on a roaming mid, and then you just like really try to push the bot lane.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you could also put Nick top lane and put him on like the Shen if Shen's left open.
Yeah. Although those banned,
And then really-
might get banned again.
Yeah. So, for me, I think for blue team, their ADC is still. Look at the damage from Camille. My golly. Wow.
Oh man, yeah. I think this Udyr needs to be pick or ban by blue team in general.
Yeah. So I think for blue team, their ADC is their biggest carry, and I think their only way for them to win is if their ADC is able to pop off. So I think giving the Smarties the easiest matchup is probably their best course of action. So I could see something like an Udyr and then banning 2 picks from Aaron, and if that can force Aaron to maybe move to the bot lane, or force Keegan top and Ryan mid, just something to make it easier on bot lane. Because they even still got ahead against Ryan, but
So maybe move Gara jungle, bot simp support, and then Swag Lord of Pain top. I don't know what all Swag Lord plays, but
yeah,
that may be an idea.
yeah, I
And
think
really
bot-
just try to punish this bot lane unless they send a Dalp to match it.
yeah, they really need.
But yeah, so it's official. Ryan's team is no longer winless. So now if you're blue team here, you really need to pull out a win. Or now you'll be on red team, but like if you don't pull out a win here, it's starting to look really tough to get into the playoffs. Because it is really quick. You only have the 5 matches, so.
All right. Any changes for the red team for Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I don't think they have to change it. I think a lot of their strength is just by the fact that they can move around a bunch to match. So I think part of the game plan for beating Sir Mix-a-Lot is almost always going to be a lot of preparation for each of the 15,000 different ways they can arrange their team.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just have to be better than them, and that's a tough ask.
Yeah.
Just be better kind of meme.
Right, well, waiting for game 2. How's the Twitch chat? Any predictions? Doesn't look like it.
Kevin made a comment about TD Kai'Sa's second item. First time he's seen it. I haven't been bot lane in a while, so I haven't been paying too close attention.
Yeah.
To the builds.
Yeah, I also want to point out the Kraken Slayer pick was a little questionable too. Like I understand that there's the Cho'Gath that you kind of want to be able to do damage to at some point, but you're kind of the damage source, and so you kind of want to be able to kill out these other higher priority threats. Like if he has Gale Force, there's a couple of times where he actually kills Ryan, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than the Kraken Slayer just doesn't do damage to the targets that you are wanting to hit. Because Kai'Sa does play closer to that assassin playstyle than the ADC playstyle a lot of times inside of those team fights, especially how it was played. When you consider that you do have the Taric, you do have these other tools to help you stay alive longer.
Definitely.
Can I open up Pro Drafts without it lagging?
Why
does Mick look 40 with a drinking problem? Wow.
Who said that?
Straight.
He is 40 with a drinking problem.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll take a drink to that.
Oh man. Samir coming with the flames.
Too hot.
Carry
Too
those
hot.
flames into game 2. Keep it exciting.
I'm kidding.
Right.
So maybe you pick like the Nautilus and the Kaisa if you can for bot lane, and then just put bot simp on it, and really just try to push through on bot side. Saved by Grace. I mean, man, there's just so many threats, right? Like if you win bot side, you're gonna still struggle top side. So by having bot simp in the jungle, I'm assuming you have a lot better balance in terms of hopefully being able to save different lanes. But it's really tough if you're unable to just carry them all.
Mm-hmm.
So the game plan is probably Gara needs to, just relax and just try to get his CS. Don't really worry too much about going for those trades, and then have if assuming you're not changing the roles at all, then bot simp needs to pick something that has
All right, draft is going.
more pressure early and start. Okay. We can actually talk about something. So Mix-a-Lot starting with Tristana ban. I'm guessing that it's a targeted ban. Camille ban because that was really oppressive the previous game.
Yumi
ban targeted at Flag Lord. Renekton. Okay, so it looks like they're trying to make sure there's no like oppressive top laners, and then the Hecarim ban. So maybe you entertain putting Gara jungle and letting him play like his Kha'Zix or something, and then ban the Udyr ban. Yeah, I like these bans a lot better. Yeah. You're kind of giving Delp whatever he wants if he does go support, but you're kind of happy if he's supporting. The Ashe pick is really strong here. Ashe is just an insane first pick. I think it's been first picked or banned every single game in this tournament at this point.
Yeah.
Ashe is just a super strong pick.
Can someone link me the draft, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Only people with their cameras on can see the draft.
I DM'd it to you. All right, so then they pick the Shen. So this is bot simp is going top, presumably with the Shen pick here. Which then begs the question: did you really need to ban the Camille that are Renekton here and the Udyr? Shen should be able to handle a lot of those. The Veigar pick, that could be either mid or support. It could be a Shen support. I don't know if bot simp has brushed up on it at all.
What is it going to be?
It will be the Nami again. So I'm guessing Nami is just a good comfort pick. And I like this variation. You don't have to play the Samira, the 1v5 champion.
Yeah.
Your team is really, strong across the table. Just pick good engage and let your let Ryan do his thing.
The Lilia.
Lilia pick.
Seems to be a very good pick.
So this is presumably Dalp on Lilia?
Yes, probably.
All right, so they have a lot of go-in potential here.
Yeah.
So I'm still not entirely sure where all of We Turn these picks are going yet, so it's kind of hard to understand what they want to pick here.
Yeah, I think the Veigar can be flexed bot lane, potentially.
Kindred. I do like the Kindred pick. Right, because they're clearly going to go in with the Lilia. The Ashe is going to R. You just tap R underneath yourself. It also allows him to get fed, right?
Exactly.
Whoever the jungler is, but
that pick locks in Nick jungle. The only other jungler that they played with is Macy jungle.
Okay, so this is Gara's Shen going top lane then.
Yeah.
And then this is a Veigar mid or support. So the Cho'Gath ban. Cho'Gath ban is off of Keegan. I don't think the Cho'Gath ban is warranted as much. I think you would continue to further pinch this top lane. Did I just DC?
No, that was Alex.
Okay. But yeah, you can just further pinch the top lane pool rather than like soft banning this mid lane, especially because you can get counter pick on that already. So if you just ban out all of the top lanes that are really oppressive, it can make sure that he doesn't get too far ahead.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, Sir Mix-a-Lot can move around all of their players.
Yeah. I don't think Aaron really plays Ashe, though. So I can't really see him going ADC.
Anyone can play Ashe.
Well,
It's the first champion you play in League of Legends.
that is true. That is true. Let's see. Aaron still has some picks up his sleeve.
Jinx is actually one of the best ADCs on this patch right now, just by stats right now.
Mm.
They've been buffing her patch after patch after patch, but
Yeah.
Sparties needs to make sure he stays alive and let they build these slow and steady leads. Wukong into the Shen.
So once again,
So a
another
lot of go-in potential.
Yeah.
Right, so you want to pick a mid laner that can protect the Jinx or can disengage is kind of the play here. Kindred can help absorb, Shen can help absorb.
Yeah.
Veigar can also zone.
Samir confirmed in the Twitch chat that is his Veigar.
Veigar mid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he's supporting.
Could be him support, yeah.
And
I think that Galio is really good here.
We will wait to see.
Yeah. If they pick
Syndra.
Galio, I think
Galio's putting a lot of eggs into the Jinx and Kindred popping off basket. But I agree. Galio seems fine here.
yeah.
I think any control mage sounds fine here. Katarina does not sound fine here.
Samir gave me the bait and switch.
Yeah, I told you. I knew. Yeah, so the Katarina pick here is really awkward, but maybe he doesn't play the control mage style ever. So it does mean there's a lot of on hits, so you'll maybe see a lot more plated caps at least, you know? So
Yeah.
They did buff Katarina this patch too, if I recall. Because they felt like they went over, okay, we'll not be starting champ select yet.
Oh, Alex. Need to join spectate, buddy.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Jay did not do that.
It's all right. You just got to pick their pick and just roll with it.
I was gonna play with you guys.
Do you even know how to play Cinder, dude?
It's fine.
Probably better than me, right?
I've played it against him enough. He knows how to
Alright.
play it.
Yeah.
All right,
I've
I'm
played
gonna
it
pop back to my team.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right, Mick. I don't know.
All right, so that was our in-between game pre.
With my stream?
Yeah, my camera it's been on this whole time. Like I can see myself.
Well, there we go.
Well, there we go.
All right, cool.
Well, we'll have cameras
Okay.
until we're in game.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So look at these comps. Who's ahead here?
I like these drafts a lot more, especially from red team. I feel like instead of the top laner being the odd pick, though, I feel like this mid lane pick is a little off.
Yeah.
This is really saying that he's confident that he can get kills early and then roam and hold the team till mid late game, where the Jinx and the Shen Kindred can start compensating.
Yeah.
Along with maybe like the Veigar support. But you generally don't want to pick Katarina when you're having to go into those hard snowball early strats.
Yeah.
Because she really does need to hit 6. And by the time you hit 6, that keep in mind last game, 6 was 40 CS down in solo lane kind of situation, which is really rough.
Yeah.
I mean, not 40, it's a little exaggerative, but
Yeah, it was close to that.
it's like if you're going to play this playstyle anyways, why not just pick Talon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know Talon into Syndra is not the greatest, but like the style at least.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, how do you go into like Lilia, Nami, Syndra if you're Katarina? Like it's really hard. At least Talon has the invisibility.
And there's so many disruptions, right?
Yeah.
Every single player on blue team can interrupt the Katarina R here.
Exactly.
So this is like a really just saying I'm good enough on Katarina that I can just 1v5.
Yeah.
Which is a little ambitious. But hopefully the rest of the team is still, it seems really sound. So the rest of the team still if they hold up and Katarina doesn't at least int and instead plays like cleanup after fights, that could work really well for a red team here.
Yeah.
Blue team, on the other hand, their comp is go in, right? Like you got the Ash Arrow into the Lilia sleep, into the Wukong R and Nami R. They have plenty of disengaged tools between Nami and Syndra. Not that they'll need them with a... The only thing they really need to disengage is potentially the Katarina, but if Katarina's engaging, there's something wrong. So that's something else worth noting, is red team lacks like a true engage here. So it's possible for red team to get this kind of lead and then not be able to do anything with it because they just can't run into the enemy team.
Yeah.
So they'll really have to make sure that they're getting these objectives, right? Whenever they're able to, if they can grab them, that's great. Otherwise, if they start getting a grip of the game and like can actually do stuff, 3 Drakes in, they cannot drop a single Drake after they've dropped 3, right? Because that is kind of their win con.
Yeah.
Because if they get to the battlefield first, they can hold the ground, obviously, if they do have a lead. But they will need to have a lead to hold the ground.
Yeah.
And they are clearly going for the scaling. So you need to get a grip of the game right around the 20-minute mark and then not lose it. And that's how red team wins here. And that would make sure no team would finish the tournament with 0 wins. So
Let's see what happens.
ooh.
More of a dog person, huh?
Once again, doing the non-accurate bans, which is going to throw off screenshots for people scouting.
Yeah.
I do think
Alex,
we should
can
try
you
to
skip
suggest...
it?
You're scared.
Yes.
No.
I do feel like in the future, though, we should try to encourage them to actually do the correct bans, even though it doesn't really matter as much. It's just nicer for proper scouting.
Sir Mix a lot. One last game. Look.
Oh, I didn't realize Samir was still in the chat.
He does spam a lot of Katarina in his spare time. He has a lot of fun on it. I have never seen Macy Vigar, so interesting to see how that goes.
I've never seen Macy Vigar. I haven't seen anyone's champion, though.
Hey, you're lost. I get it.
You should have seen when he had diamond, he smiled so
Your
big.
judgment is clouded. Seek clarity.
Alright.
To be better.
Did I miss anything, Daniel, in terms of analyzing these 2 team comps, or do you feel like
Really?
covered all the...
Yeah, I think you pretty much got everything. I mean, like you said, red team does
We can
have
go lane by lane.
scaling. They do have. So top lane, Shen into Wukong. I feel
Shen
like
should
that's
be able to be stable
fine.
there,
Yeah, it's just fine for Shen.
right? Because you can W a lot of the damage there. Jungle matchup isn't really a thing. It's relative to laners more often than actual junglers. Kindred does have a potential to go in on Lilia pre-6, assuming his laners can support. But looking at Shen and Katarina, it's hard to imagine that they're both in positions to have first roam advantage.
Yeah.
Similarly, bot lane. So I don't think that really matters too much. Then you have the mid lane matchup. Syndra into Katarina. Pretty sure is Syndra favored because you can just interrupt her R.
Exactly.
And that's that. And then you don't really have to land anything as Syndra. You can just tap your R button, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then also the melee range matchup is normally pretty obnoxious there.
Yeah.
If we look at the bot lane, we have the Vigar Jinx into the Nami Ashe. I think this is a do nothing lane for both. There's not too much encouragement for Jinx and Vigar to go up onto the Ashe, because then the Ashe can just permakite you with Nami and just Ashe damage in general. So you just lose trades if you go for trades. However, it's not like Nami Ash can force trades constantly until 6. So I think in
Yeah.
terms of laning phase, it's pretty stable. So having a lot of stable lanes along with a scaling comp seems pretty good. Like if you're gonna win, this is probably the way you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think you'll see a lot more focus on red team's bot lane this game.
For sure. They are putting a lot of eggs in the Jinx basket. The Katarina could also pop off, though, in theory, and then you put the Shen on.
Yep.
But,
So something of note, that is Aaron on
Yeah,
the
thanks.
Syndra mid and Keegan top.
Thanks for stopping by,
Yeah.
Samir.
Different matchup in the mid lane.
Yeah, so actually, this changes a lot. I mean, you're talking, Saved by Grace is what, mid upper gold, and was
Yes.
plat in previous seasons.
Yes.
So for
I'd
all
say
intents and
plat.
purposes, it was previously plat versus a silver, and now it is a silver versus a silver top lane. So Shen could actually
Yeah.
build advantages and not just feel like he has to be safe.
Yeah.
And I feel like this lane is somewhat favored for Shen. Maybe not by too much, but it seemed very stable at the very least, so it's hard to lose
Yeah.
that lane. If you're looking at the Syndra versus Katarina now, with the context of Saved by Grace, who, is able to CS, able to play it slowly.
On
Yeah.
his Syndra.
It sounds like it's really hard for Gloomy to get anything on him. So I'm expecting Gloomy to roam, but you don't really want to roam into either of these two side lanes.
Am I true in saying that?
And saying what?
I have no recollection of any.
We can just pretend like it didn't happen, okay? We're good. Right? We also made playoffs and on blue team here. So, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Well.
Too soon.
No. We're not very sportsmanlike, so.
Maybe it's the young Katarina support. Does that change anything?
No. I mean, no, that just makes bot. It just kind of flips like what lane is hard, right? So now bot lane is hard because you're playing Katarina support, and mid lane is okay.
Well, you just you rush your allies, you take Font of Life, and then you get Moonstone, and then you get like Ardent. There you go. You can proc Ardent all day, every day. Easy.
You should try that out with Mario sometime.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mario would love it.
Playing a support with no damage, no CC, no tankiness. Holy.
All right. I hope I get proven wrong, by the way. I feel bad for how much I'm bashing the cat, but it's such a sore thumb in the comp, it feels.
Well, we do know Gloomy's experience on the champion. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
he's gonna hard smurf.
yeah, he's played this matchup before, surely.
Oh, look. He has
But
Ignite, and he's on the right side of the thing. He could be a support.
Okay, so Samir went Nico last game and went like 0-5 or something.
Yeah.
I think he at least goes positive this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a single kill.
Oh, do we want to make predictions for who's gonna win?
Okay, if he never leaves mid lane, I don't think he gets a kill. If he leaves mid lane, then I think he gets a kill.
I mean, if the game goes long enough, he gets a kill. That's how I feel about this game. It's just those two lanes to roam to are not the greatest. I mean, he could roam top maybe if Wukong auto shoves and get some kills there.
Yeah.
That's probably the lane he would have to go to. Going in on Ashe Nami just seems tough. Wukong still seems tough because he can R interrupt post 6.
All right. Any surprise summoners? Jinx on the cleanse.
Cleanse seems
Be
somewhat
standard.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm not the world's hugest fan of Cleanse, but
Just
you know.
dodge it, bro.
No, it's not just dodge it. It's like your support can build, Crucible or something. Like
Yeah.
you can buy QSS, there's Crucible. Cleanse just means you don't have a summoner for lane, which if they're planning on just scaling, then Cleanse has no problem. I just personally don't like that playstyle. I normally like to have, you know me, I like to play from, 0 seconds. So
Yeah.
It's just a more slow, take your time approach when you take cleanse normally. Look at Shen showing you all how to wear a mask properly. Just so
Right.
you guys know.
Take notes.
It goes over
Take
the nose.
And
All right, we're in
it's
game. Actually,
tight.
talk about League of Legends.
It's tight fitting mask too.
Tight fitting. That thing is plastered on.
Thick.
All right, into the rift. I am taking red team for this win, by the way, for this game.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
You're
pretty
betting
excited.
red team. Oh,
Yep.
man.
Mm,
All right.
Can I make my bet 5 minutes in?
No.
Uh,
You can change your bet,
Never.
though.
I can
You
change
can
it.
change your bet, but you have to go on the record on what you're saying
All
now.
right,
I'm
on the
going
record, I'm going red.
Oh, my. Okay.
Big money, big money, big money.
I like to put faith in the. They're allowed to make mistakes early game, but they'll be able to scale.
Mm-hmm.
I put my money on that.
The thing is even then, like, they can't make any mistakes after scaling. Like, that's the main problem. It's a big ask to not mess up late on.
That's true.
Especially, like, you know, there's a pick that was made that kind of increases variance in terms of how far ahead the enemy team might be at that point.
All right, so once again, no invades. Pretty expected.
Kindred was AFK for... Oh, no, she did the ward thing. Never mind. I'm paying attention, don't worry.
Ooh. Do have the Mastery 7 on the Katarina and only 6 on the Syndra. Pay close attention to that. Could be telling. Right. Both junglers starting bot side. Or right side. Fix my tab. My Katarina's doing pretty okay so far. Only 3 CS down. First 2 levels. Or 2 waves.
Only 3 CS down on the first wave.
Oh, she goes in here. Gets the electrocute proc.
But the counter
Kindred does
trade.
find a stun.
Yep.
And
Alright, so Lilia didn't opt to take Krugs here. But she is doing Wolves into blue.
yeah.
She doesn't really have a gank top here, so she should have probably gone Krugs. It still feels really bad to do it on Lilia, but... This just feels
Getting
somewhat
poked out.
optimal.
Yeah.
Kindred, however, opted to full clear her bot side and is now doing red. She's not doing the Raptors into red. So it looks like Kindred might be looking to gank somewhere.
Kindred's moving into the mid lane. Katarina does need help here. Her wave is in a really bad spot.
Looks like Kindred's looking to invade and is assuming that Lilia did do a full clear. Oh, never mind. She was backing up as soon as the Wukong went missing.
Yep. Kindred's moving into the mid lane. Syndra's positioned really well. Kinda ungankable here.
And Lily is actually in position to pinch on the Kindred if she does show.
And Syndra just walks out.
Yep.
Still has 1 health potion, so should be able to heal up a little bit.
Kindred got good RNG on the Scut. We'll be able to pick up the bot Scut. Lilia will take the top one. Lilia could enter into enemy jungle if she's aware that Kindred's taking that bot Scut.
Yep.
But she opts not to.
Looks like
Instead,
she's
look
moving
to-
into the mid lane.
Okay,
And
and it's now
that-
recalling. So a little bit of hesitation there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now she recalls.
Ooh,
Aaron lands a
small
stun.
trade.
That's a
Aaron
bit
is running
kinda-
low on mana though.
Yeah, running low on mana. Needs to be careful.
The problem is now he has to recall before he hits 6, because he won't have enough mana to soften and then kill Katarina.
Yeah.
So he should be
No
trying to
problem.
look to get a chance to shove in and recall, and then go back mid with TP. I mean, he does
Yeah.
have a 12 CS lead kind of thing going.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, speaking of LCS, like Jinx is down 10.
There's actually CS lead all across the board on blue team here,
Yeah.
except for you know, maybe jungle. But ooh,
Katarina goes in here, no mana, but unfortunately not able to do anything.
yeah, and then Katarina can just recall, or Syndra can just recall TP here.
Yeah. Does land a
Will be
stun on
worth
the
noting.
Nami.
Katarina will have a short window where she will be higher XP than Syndra,
Yeah.
unless she shoves this wave in too fast, because she did have to share XP with the Kindred. Ooh, with a double bubble.
Big bubble.
Oh
Almost
man,
got
Jinx is down to 1 HP. But even then, this is just going to further, you know, that means she's going to get the next wave and the wave after that, and Jinx will have to recall with the 25 CS mark here.
Yeah.
And Ashe is still zoning them off, so she's canceled the recall a couple of times.
Gang top lane, Kindred is here. This should be pretty good. Lands the taunt. Is Wukong gonna be able to trade? Get the flash.
He juked out. I think he's clean.
Comes out here. Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, Syndra is using mana to clear the wave, which is a little, you know, unfortunate in the sense of you want to use your spells on the enemy champion and start softening them for your level 6. She is level 6 now, so Katarina didn't do anything with that level 6 window I was talking of.
These are the spots where Katarina needs to go in when Syndra's stun is down.
He's down. Yep.
Yeah.
When she's used spells in general. And Syndra should just be holding her E.
Honestly, yeah.
Hold your E and then just confirm your huge CS lead. You? No? Sorry, coach mode.
Alright, looks like Lily is soloing the Drake here. There's no vision on it, so they don't see her. But Kindred is walking down. Looks like she has a hunt.
Red has priority.
Yeah, Vygar checks here. This could be really bad for Kindred. She's gonna have to smite to get HP, I think. Yep, she does smite.
yeah.
Kindred can just
And now,
smite this.
oh, Kindred doesn't know. Kindred didn't check the pit in time.
Does she die to the Drake?
She dies to the Drake.
Oh,
but
Kindred!
Surely not.
Kindred!
Oh, and then Katarina got a kill.
Wow.
Katarina got a kill.
My
and everything just
prediction
changed.
is looking brighter.
That's
Oh,
an
man.
astronomical gold swing right there.
Yeah, that's huge. All right, well, good job, Samir.
Wow.
I bet Dalp is really kicking himself after that one, though.
Yeah, there's really no need to solo the Drake, especially on a champ like Lilia, where it's not, free.
He's
Yeah,
still
I think it
in
just
your
comes
mode.
down to some inexperience in the jungle role,
Yeah.
as he is a support main.
Well,
All right, well,
go
that
on the Katarina.
opens up the game a little more.
Yeah.
Close the gold gap. It's 100 gold now.
Yep. If we look at individual go-between champions, Katarina is actually ahead now. The Jinx is down 400 gold. Support down 300.
Oh, Ryan. Ryan got a good trade there. They both get the trap though. Oh, and
Ooh,
the
they
bubble.
left
This
the
will be a
bubble.
free kill.
Should be able to get the kill. The
Flash
flash.
auto, and then the
Good
exhaust. This is
exhaust.
a double kill for Ryan.
Oh, the
And they
Shen
could
will come
have
to him, but it doesn't
they
go
could
off
have
in
waited
time.
for the Shen to actually finish and then kill right afterwards.
Ooh, yeah.
I would have liked that play. Giving a triple kill to the Ashe actually seems really good there.
Yeah.
I understand
And
the
even
fear.
Yeah. Even if they don't, Shen is losing 2 waves, 3 waves. Alright, well.
Syndra is looking to actually do the roaming, not the Katarina. She gets nothing. So she actually just gave Katarina a wave of CS. And it
Yeah.
looks like she won't get back in time to at least get 3 of those melees.
Yeah.
Kindred and Katarina are both going to make her have to go the long way around from the pressure. Syndra might take up a blue here, though. But keep in mind, this is a 3v2 right now. Wukong is not in rotation to this.
Should be giving over the blue. It's gonna reset. Yeah, this is really scary for Aaron here. When you're playing those control mages into assassins, it's really imperative that you are able to keep your XP and CS ahead.
Just
Once
stay
you get
in
a little
control.
bit behind, yeah, it just snowballs so much.
It's hard to be a control mage if you can't control.
Exactly.
But it looks like Ryan is really going to compensate for this mid jungle
Yeah.
mishap that happened earlier in the game. But bot simp is really just asserting his pressure. It's just sitting in the enemy jungle.
Yep. Top lane pretty even. As you said, it's pretty stable for the Shen, so.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the scuttle here. Making sure Kindred doesn't get her mark. Meanwhile, Kindred is soloing the Rift Herald.
Ashe has R here. I'd like to see the Ashe keep looking for things.
Yeah.
Just Ashe R into bubble is almost always guaranteed to give you something. Especially because the cleanse is still down, and he should be fully aware of that.
Ooh,
Yep.
he does get the Ashar and a kill onto the Ligar. Is he gonna get the Jinx? He's not.
But he is going to get her flash.
Jinx
Oh.
drops the R. Ooh. Doesn't land.
Ashe is still fine.
Lilia could move in here. Well, there's vision. So you can't really go for the dive anymore, I assume. Yep, Jinx is backing off. Really sizable CS gaps in the mid and bot lane. It's about 50 CS between the two of them. Almost 60. Katarina's looking for bot lane roam, but bot lane just walks out. Kindred is top. Let's have the Shenor if she wants to go for something, but opts for no.
Kindred's invading here, while her entire team is bot lane or recalled. That's just a
Yeah.
lot of just really brave, is what I would say.
Yeah.
Play. The dragon is going to be spawning here, so she is also offering up control to the enemy team. She
Yeah.
can still recall and get back in time. Oh my gosh, look at that mark. That mark was so well timed, actually. Maybe he just knew the mark was coming and decided he would trade dragon for it.
Yeah.
So it looks like first tower might be going over to blue team here. Maybe not on
Yep,
this wave.
Or should be dropping. Looks like they're looking for a
Syndra's
dive. They
dive,
landed
yeah.
Namiar.
Ashe R should be coming
Get
up.
the
Yeah,
time.
Ashe R is up. So Ashe can just R underneath the tower and get a kill here, take the tower, and take
Yep.
dragon.
Meanwhile. And
She's
the
gonna
Ashe
hold the
falls.
So now she can just go onto dragon. If Katarina contests, shoot the R at her.
Yep. Are they going to
Oh,
be
I
able
do
to
not
trade
like
top
the
lane,
recall
though?
here.
Oh yeah, why are they recalling? I mean, there's no way Katarina 1v4s.
Yeah. So I think they just
Wow.
offered up dragon to the team that's scaling and wanting to make sure they get all the drakes they can. So I feel like this is a huge misplay.
Yeah.
Ooh, and they're diving topside though. So I'd still be feeling really good about, red team right now. We are past that 5 minutes in. I still feel like blue will win this one in the end, but
Mm.
this
Yeah, it
is
would've
what
felt a lot
red needs
better
to
if-
win.
Yeah. So
How's
blue
your
team is now taking a Drake.
Oh wow. Yeah, Kindred didn't recall and she said opted to dive and take a kill.
Yeah.
Which is alright. Right? The threat is when they hit 3 dragons, you can't make any more mistakes. Right? Basically, each dragon is the max amount of mistakes you're allowed to make. And when I say mistakes, I mean huge mistakes,
Yeah. So Katarina is now down 700 gold, up in XP, but the Katarina
XP.
did make a few roams that, didn't result in anything. She could be 2 levels up right now.
Right, and if you look at level gold, in terms of the stats,
Oh, the Katarina goes in.
and
Is she gonna
immediately
get
gets hit by
loadout?
the E. This is a
And
free
she
kill.
dies here. Ooh,
Oh.
she gets the flash. Dashes out.
Oh, and the Ashe arrow.
Comes down.
And the Shen actually
Ah.
finished the TP, so he's gonna get harassed too and have to
Yeah.
walk back to his lane.
That was the very nasty American sniper. R from Ryan.
I can't even tilt at that.
Yeah, I think
They are not doing the EQ combo though. They are doing the QE combo.
very true. And Ashe is going out on Jinx. She's 2 levels up, should be able to win this.
Yeah, as I was saying, each level is effectively 500 gold, right? So if you
Yeah.
are a level up on someone, you are, you know, a kill and 2/3 up on them.
Yeah.
So, you know, that stat XP really matters. Ooh, dodges everything, doesn't run into the wall, and almost one-shots the
almost
Vanguard.
one-shot.
Oh,
Vanguard
the Vanguard
flashes.
flashes really late.
Here. Katarina's in here. That's a double hit.
Right, well, and there's no arrow, and there's no bubble here. I think he could have gotten it if he ignited there and just stayed through.
Exactly. Yeah. Kindred is flanking.
And this should be
Should
pretty
be able
easy
to
to pick
pick
up
up the
too.
Ash.
Flash seemed a little early. Yeah, it may have been better to hold on to it and match the Ash's flash.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ash.
getting a
in
little-
and
Oh, and the Syndra's coming in clutch again.
How
Ash
much
survived
HP was
1
on that
HP.
Ash? Oh, they just don't have enough
Katarina.
vision here to be able to go in like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Syndra's hunting
That
lens
disengage,
on.
yeah. And this is the thing I was talking about, is like even when red team does find advantages, it's really hard to just force, right? Because the way they engaged there was that the Kindred had to flash dash in,
Yeah.
which really is saying I'm killing you right now, right here, and then we're leaving. So just the lack of engage is really tough for them here.
Yeah. I
Which
think
means
it's really
they have to do
disappointing.
the turnaround.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's really disappointing for red team as well that Katarina, you know, she got an opportunity to be able to do something in the early game when we were saying pre-game that it's really hard for her, and she wasn't able to make much of it. You know, like just imagine if she was level 12 in that fight right there. I think she probably gets a triple kill pretty easily.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she should have been able to pick up the kill on Ash at the very, very start of that whole
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah.
But still, you have to, you know, contextualize. It's hard for you to get a huge lead on someone like, you know, Saved by Grace or Ryan, depending on who is going to be going mid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're assuming it's Keegan again, then okay. But it is mix a lot. Oh, and this is just another free kill. So it looks like they're really just going to punish this top lane as much as they can, which is a good strategy. Just mark him whenever you can on cooldown, and then just kill him on repeat as Kindred.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it'll always be free.
And move.
Oh, and runs into the wall here. Katarina's going to go in.
Katarina goes in.
Immediately gets arrowed. Ash. Oh,
Ash goes down to the Katarina. That's an 850 gold
Ooh.
transfer.
Big shutdown. Big shutdown.
it is still a 2-for-1 though,
Yeah.
which does mean the rest of the map. Wait. Oh yeah, Keegan died. Okay. I was like, why is there a 3v3 on the map? This dragon's coming up in less than a minute. When is it? Okay. Oh. Dragon was slain at 1751. Wait, no, that's trying current time. Okay, dragon was slain at like around 1320.
Yeah. If you go to the eye at the bottom left, you can turn on objective timers.
Ah. Look at you. Professional over there.
Found that out last game.
Where does it put the timers though?
Right above the minimap.
Oh, it doesn't show on mine because my minimap's too big.
Shen
Anyways,
getting two
Keegan
slows in a taunt.
getting dived again.
Keegan die.
Yeah, and that's just another mark for bot sim.
Blue team picks up the Drake in response.
Yep. So blue team is allowed, or red team is allowed to let blue team take one more Drake before this game starts getting really tough. A blue dragon, you know, this Ocean Soul really does spell a lot of trouble for what red team wants to do here.
Yep.
Red team doesn't have a way of just making a fight happen and making it quick.
Can
While
somebody
blue
check?
team has a lot of tools to slow it down and allow Ocean Soul to do a lot of work.
Can somebody check the number of stacks Kindred has right now? For me?
She currently has
4.
20. Wait, 4. Yes.
420? What?
Yeah, something like that.
He'll be 5 here off these wolves though.
Oh. Jinx. She gets the
Flash and cleanse.
Yeah.
This is
Tough time
you gotta
for
be
the
really
Jinx.
careful. You can't be.
Kindred is caught out here. Drops the R, but
She'll
Kindred
have
just
to
holds
jump
her off.
out and yeah.
Yeah, just dies.
So a little bit of an overstay.
Yeah.
He really needed to book it after getting that. Ooh.
Ash
Ash is really brave here. This is not
Yeah.
needed. Blue their time here. You do not want to just risk giving Katarina a double kill.
Yeah. Oh, Jinx is really not happy here. 3 levels down, 50 CS down, 5 kills down.
Yeah, and she kind of needs to
Tough
hit like that 3-item spike to hit that sweet spot where she can just win the game kind of situation.
Exactly. Yeah, and now that's delayed for a really long time. So they're really banking on getting that 600 gold shutdown on Syndra.
Ooh, Ash.
Ooh,
the Vargo flashes in.
Too much, maybe. She's
Ash
gonna be able
flashes
to
out.
she's gonna get them both here.
Gale Force.
Ash just kiting.
Shen
Shen
R.
R drop. Shen
Oh,
lands a
and
taunt.
then Katarina gets the kill.
Oh.
Oh, Kindred gets the kill.
Ash
but
should
then
have
again-
Gale Force up.
A lot of flashes are used to get this Nami here, but they will get in the
Yeah.
end. Almost.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe not.
Oh, the
Spoke too
Lily,
soon.
Lily picks up 1. She has R. Lilia should be able to win this. Ooh. Kindred's
little
very
tough.
strong, actually. Yeah, Kindred's
Yeah.
very strong.
They need to be really careful here. This is a 4v3. Syndra is splitting top lane.
Dragon's still down
Picks
for a
up the top
while.
tower.
You can really just look to reset, get some vision
Mm-hmm.
around the Baron right now. This blue team.
Yeah, red team's doing really good. They're still holding in strong, so you know they're only down 4K, 4.5.
Yeah.
Vigard still is not at Keystone though, so just or not Keystone. What is it? Mythic. So once he gets that, there'll be a bit of a power spike. Same with Wukong.
Yeah.
What is those 3 components built into?
Let's see, Cleaver? No, Triforce.
No, for
yeah.
Vigard. Yeah, it's Triforce for Wukong, but Vigard. He
I
has
think
lost
he's going
Capture
for
Blast.
Ludens.
Ludens? Yeah.
Ludens
He
is all
accidentally
3?
bought, no, I think she accidentally bought the Wisp.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think Ludens might have used to build out of Wisp.
Yeah, it did. It did. Oh,
Gotta get a
but
fight here.
here's-
Oh, my god.
Wow.
100 are not
Kindred
going
didn't
down.
press R. That's actually really huge. That's the type of
Yeah.
fight you're wanting as a Kindred. If you can drop that R in time, you actually have them running into you, which is exactly what you need to do those team fights with.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't expect, QR with 100 to 0 him.
Yeah, I mean, she's
it
really
is a
huge.
6 and 1.
2 items with Sork Pen boots.
And
This is probably just Baron going over to blue team here. Katarina
red
might
team-
be able to go over and clean up though. If they're fast enough on the rotation. Shen has TP. He can't R. He has to actually TP to it, but they're just too slow.
it goes down. Do you have the Drake coming up in 40?
So blue should be able to pick this up with the Baron pressure.
Yeah.
And then that basically means that red team has about 5 minutes to get a grip of the game and then
Yeah.
not lose it. Or at least not lose it at incorrect times.
Yeah, they really need that 700 gold shutdown from the Syndra. Ideally on Jinx or Katarina.
Yes, and I think at this point, Jinx needs to really start getting gold.
Yeah.
She'll have the problem where she's too weak to get gold as the game goes on further,
Yeah.
and that's just really problematic. While Katarina can
And-
almost always get these, and this is just another
Drops the
forcing
open
the R.
time.
This is still
They get
really
the-
good,
They get the Ash. They get the Ash.
and it wins on Katarina, which is still one of the good targets. And they're going to pick up the Nami here. And keep in mind, this is on a dragon fight, so they'll be able to then take the dragon after the fight, in theory, and really
Ooh.
buy him another 6 minutes. And the flash
from the-
taunt, Gara.
The shutdown
They get
onto
another
the
shutdown
Katarina.
on Katarina. The Katarina is now 5 and 4 with a lot of shutdown gold. They should be able to pick up this dragon. Jinx does not need a recall here. The
They don't
jungle's
have Smite.
the jungle is dead, so they do have to properly zone off. And
Oh,
Katarina's gonna get
Nice
a double
Katarina
kill.
ult there.
Oh my god!
Nice blade.
Oh my gosh! All right,
Oh.
all right,
Jinx and Katarina there.
all right. So this is exactly what red team needs to win. So they are now in the driver's seat. They're 4K down, but I mean they're scaling.
Yeah.
And look at the Dark Seal that was bought just before that fight.
Right,
Katarina
she's
can
had it for
upgrade
quite a
that
while,
into
actually.
Magi's. Oh, she's
Yeah,
had it
it's
for a while,
gone
but
down
like, she
to
can
0,
upgrade it. It
it's
is
gone
now
up.
at 10.
Right.
So,
Ops not to pick up the Magi's. I would have liked to see. I would have bought the Magi's.
Samir's got too much, put
yeah, no,
spawn and
Hourglass
not
is fine,
have
but
bought
you
it
can still
earlier.
upgrade it.
Yeah.
Huh. That, okay, this is really, no.
Yeah, Katarina or Kindred.
Oh,
Ooh.
but,
Oh.
like, yeah, you just can't. You can't be doing that. It's
Yeah.
really greedy. You're at the point where you really need to start trusting your carries who are big.
Yeah.
If you had a bigger lead early on in the game, then maybe, but that's just a little brave.
Katarina's
but,
looking for the Ashe. Not gonna find her. Not gonna find her. Syndra's walking into jungle. Wonder if
I
Shen
think
gets
red
caught out
team
here.
needs to clear camps before blue walks in and clears them for them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what Kindred should have been doing, but opted to clear enemy camps and paid for it.
There aren't.
Well, she was looking for the mark, right? Like that's what she wanted. It's a little greedy.
Yeah.
It shows that the Kindred wasn't entirely aware of what the win con is or what the map was.
Yeah.
Or both. But
Alright, well,
we are now in the lull state, waiting for
Yeah.
the next round.
so red team just try to get as much gold as they can before the next objective.
And you really do want to get this Jinx onto IE. Once this Jinx has IE, this game is actually really tough for blue to play.
Yeah, Kindred
but-
might be caught out here.
Yeah, again. I mean, she has R, but Brian can just step in.
They do pick up
Katarina's
Ryan.
cleaning
Katarina's in. PR.
He's on the
Which is
wall.
over?
Misses the bubble.
Ooh, got the Nami. The Shenar drops. That's a TP from the Syndra. The Syndra can
Maybe
one-shot. Ooh, damage from Syndra. But Katarina is still here. She still has damage. Ooh,
But
big
Syndra's
damage.
just too big, man.
And I
The
think Syndra
Zanya's
picked up
not
the
being
Vigar.
used by the Katarina there.
Yeah.
Really big.
Mm.
Only landed stun. Ops to go out. Wow.
Yeah,
Looks
and
very
suddenly
promising.
it looks really good for blue team.
Yeah.
Before I was about
Oh.
to say,
The Vigar flashes
doesn't have
into
R,
the
doesn't have
bubble.
R. He doesn't have R. Oh!
He goes
Syndra just flashes in.
But yeah, I was about to say, I mean, blue team does not have to run into red team. It's really hard for red to just go in.
Wow. What is happening in this game? This is just such a stark parallel from game one.
Both teams are so reserved and just dancing around inhibitor turrets.
Yeah.
Last game had 5 kills at 15 minutes. We are at 34 at 27.
And Kindred looks to get one shot here again.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he'll blink out. He's alright. But Katarina
Seems
Shen
like-
are going to come clean up. Shen has a flash taunt? No flash taunt.
Katarina gets a double here.
Yep.
Very big.
And this
Baron
is,
is up
you
in-
know, blue team does not have to be doing these. They should just be getting control of,
Yeah.
soft vision and wait till they try to come in. If red
Yeah.
team engages the fight, they lose the fight.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of overforcing, I feel, coming out of the blue team here.
Yeah. Another thing, all of these kills have been going to Samir. Jinx is still on 0 kills,
Uh-huh.
which isn't ideal for red team.
But you kind of hit the point where, okay, Katarina takes the kills and be the carry, right? I mean,
Yeah.
every single person has a way of interrupting her, and her ults are not getting interrupted. So once that's the case, then yeah, I'm okay giving all the kills to Katarina. But
Yeah.
she needs to make sure that she hourglasses, doesn't mess up anymore. She should consider buying that Magi's now.
Yeah, there's a big Drake fight coming up. If she gets a kill here, it transitions really big into Baron.
And it does also count as a legendary item. And it's only 1,000 gold to upgrade
Yeah.
it there. And it also upgrades those 9 stacks into giving more AP, so.
The blue team is first to get to the Drake, which spells
Makes it
danger
really
for red
hard
team.
for red team to come in, yep.
Yeah.
So now the question is just how big is this Katarina? And is she able to wait to go in until it's cleanup crew? Vigar getting a pick on the Wukong, though.
Lilia drops.
And now
lands on the
Katarina leads and dies right away. And this is what I was talking about. She should not be the first one to go in.
Jinx in the back line. She gets the reset.
She's gonna get the kill on Jinx.
Syndra
or on,
very low.
Syndra?
Jinx has the R. She might be able to look for Syndra. American Sniper.
And Ashe
Shen is getting
just
guided by the
auto-
Ashe. Yeah.
There's nothing
Ashe
you can
just wins
do.
this fight. Yep.
Kills everyone, and this will be Dragon for blue team here.
Probably into
Yeah.
a Baron as well.
And this just goes back into the first to the battlefield advantage, right? Like
Yeah.
when your comp does not have ways of going in, like when you don't have a Malphite or an Ashe or something like that, you really need to be there first because you don't have options to go in. And if you are going to go in, Katarina needs to go in late. But taking slow fights against Ashe and Syndra really feels bad. And this is why like I had concerns with the comp to begin with.
Yeah.
But it's all right. They have 6 minutes until that next dragon spawns, and if they can get some sort of advantage and get that dragon, that'll buy them another 6 minutes. And if they get that fourth dragon, then suddenly, I mean, blue soul for red team also kind of spells disaster for blue team because it's just such a strong soul.
Yeah.
So, oh, someone just joined.
You please mute.
Yeah, the game's not over. I guess the game's over in 3 minutes. Spoiler, but
Well, let's keep up
all right,
here.
you gotta call it. Who wins in 3 minutes from here?
I
Who
think
wins
blue
in
team.
3 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't see how red team wins in 3 minutes. I guess it's not impossible, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's very, very difficult. Ashe's mid lane, I mean, she's just so strong right now, highest level in the game. I just don't see how she ever dies unless she just walks in melee range. Katarina walking in here. Nothing really she can do. She has to look. Oh, the Ashar lands on her.
Yeah.
She's just gonna get one shot.
That'll close out the game right here.
Yeah. Tries to flash out, and that should be game. Syndra and Wukong in the top lane. And
All
they should
right,
be able to push
so
and win.
it's looking pretty dire for where we turn these. They need to turn around them records right, like next
Yeah.
week because
Yeah.
0-4 is really tough. And
Yeah.
this means Ryan's team is starting to look pretty good. They only need to win another match or 2-0, and
Yep.
their chances of making playoffs start to look pretty good. Ooh, yeah, and this is just over. So it was still a really good performance from Red Team. There was a couple of things that if they did differently, they do in fact win this game. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're out of it.
Yeah, good
They need
signs.
to start getting more organized and not making those type of mistakes and understanding what their win con is and what their draft is aimed at doing.
Yeah.
But overall, a really good performance out of Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. So I think we'll start doing interviews now. I see Saved by Grace is in team chat. I'd like to see if either of the captains would like to talk too. Or if anybody still in the chat would like to talk. Start that.
Yeah, I'd like Samira to talk at some point. That would be pretty fun. Samir.
You
I'm
guys
sorry.
are gonna need to join voice chat in order for me to pull you in. Samir said,
And
said
then-
he wanted to get interviewed first, so
I'd also be okay with interviewing all the captains, or the captains in general.
hello.
Listen here. You
You got it on your
doubted.
face?
Listen, I'll turn the cam on even. You doubted
Really
me.
does have the
And what did
jersey
I do? I
I
pulled
did,
it out of my ass. I pulled the performance out of my ass. Okay? I
And
was
then you didn't Zanya's.
spinning and winning.
Yeah, there were a
Listen.
few Sonya's timings there. It
I
was just
couldn't
the
do it.
one. I could give it to you for one, but
It's
there
not
was
it's
quite a
not
few of
working, Chief. It ain't working, okay? Lilia too OP.
Just
Like-
take your cursor over the hourglass and click it, okay? That works every time.
You know how long it took? Okay, listen. I performed. It only took a while.
You did really well.
But I feel like we shit the bed late because we were too scattered around the map. I feel like if we kind of like played more organized, I feel like if we improved our macro, we would have won that game, 100%, 100%. Because I could blow up Ryan because Ryan was just fucking running around like a fly without his head on half the time. So I definitely think we could have won that if our macro was better.
All right.
Know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get that fucking grin off your face, Mick.
I love
You
the
were talking
Katarina
about him
pick.
not smiling earlier.
I knew that if what's your team name? We turn these was gonna win. It was gonna be through the Katarina. Right when I saw that.
Yeah,
pick.
because
Yeah.
I'm a fucking Chaximus the third. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that. Nice jersey, AJ. Looking cute.
Thank you. Nice jersey.
But yeah. I feel like that's what went wrong, macro. We just shit the bed. Although I was talking trash on Ninja because he was talking shit about my Katarina. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wasn't
Mm.
talking shit
I
about
heard.
I was talking
I really-
about the Katarina pick in the abstract, not necessarily about your Katarina pick. You clearly did really great on the Katarina. You showed me wrong. You didn't get 0 kills. You in fact got 10. Like you did good. It just wasn't enough. Those couple of mistakes you made, and the rest of your team, granted. But
That's true. God, you guys are really unorganized. You don't have a list of questions or anything. Production is
Well,
terrible.
a lot of
Came
these
in here,
questions
just
are
started
normally
attacking
directed at the
me.
captain. So for your team,
The
who
captain.
took over who took over the draft? Who was doing most of the talking during that?
Nick, I just kind of sat back and let him do his thing. But I was all like, whenever I saw the syndrome, I'm like, put me in, coach. Put me on the Katarina. We win these. I don't think the Vigar was good in support, to be honest. I don't really like the Vigar support. I think if we did more like a Yumi or something really passive, just because I feel like we're lacking a little bit of mechanical skills as a support. Nothing like Flame or anything. I just feel like
Well,
we would
the
pick
Yumi
something
got
similar.
banned round 1 each game.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if we just pick something a little more
you're
simpler.
showing DMs Moose, on stream.
What?
I
You're
was
showing
in
DMs,
Intramurals
Moose.
chat.
Oh my god. Don't
Yes, you're
show him.
showing DMs on stream.
Don't show him what we talk about, Mick. Oh my god. But yeah, I feel
You're
like we
just
would pick
playing games with
something.
me.
Don't lie to the people. But if we pick something simpler, I feel like we would have won, to be honest. Bot lane.
Well,
and then
and you
top
can
lane
go
went
back
fine.
and watch the VOD. I feel
Yeah, for sure. I'm up.
the part of the problem is you got this lead, and then you just didn't have a way of forcing fights.
Yeah.
Because you generally would have to run in first, or Kindred would have to flash blink in, and then hope they counter engage and don't just back up for a second. Because if they just back up for a second and then re-engage afterwards, it's really tough with all the tools that Blue Team had at their disposal.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next. Is I had a really nice lead, but I didn't know how to like win the game off that lead, and that happens to me a lot, I guess. So, but yeah, maybe you could coach me on how to win.
Go back and watch that VOD, and it might help you a lot.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I was gonna ask if Mick saves these on his Twitch.
Yeah.
he does.
Oh my god, I hear the commentating too. Okay.
And it's gonna be uploaded to a playlist.
Alright.
On the Gamer.
But you can also just look up the VOD right after. Like it should already be up if you wanted to. Like we don't even have to finish the stream.
All right.
So
Thanks, ladies. Great interview. Great talk.
who are you
You.
playing next?
Oh, I don't even know. I just kind of show up.
Oh.
I'm just,
Just kind of show up. Did you guys have a draft plan going in?
ban out Saved by Grace just because that's their best player. I wasn't really scared of Brian at all. No offense. I just knew I could blow him up. That's it.
Got that flame.
Oh no, Keegan is their worst player, so we didn't really focus him at all. And Ash, I mean, we knew if if Ryan got ahead that he would fuck us up, but I think I could blow him up. But oh my god, it's Daddy Nick.
I actually didn't mean
We
to
got
click
your
that. I meant to
team
click
captain
Rue.
in here now.
But I guess another interviewee won't hurt.
Turn the cam on.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Samir. I think we're
Love you
gonna
guys.
shift over to the team
Oh,
captain.
you don't want a
so-
duo interview? I see how it is.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this Chad Jackson level.
Yeah, you're right. We already got to talk about the Katarina.
Well,
All right.
I want to cry. That's all I have to say. I did not heck them all over a wall in place. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that.
So what?
Exactly.
Oh,
Games were fun. I enjoyed them both. They were fun though. The draft was a little bit. The draft for game 2, I just let everybody kind of pick their champions, and I wanted to play Kindred. And probably shouldn't have played Kindred, but I wanted to play Kindred because it's counter to Lilia and it's fun and I enjoy playing it. I feel like we had a good early game. I mean, like ahead, making good trades. I got my early stacks, and that shouldn't have happened because of the way that the team was. We should have just been a permascale comp, but we were actually kind of winning the map rotations early on. And then it just like kind of snowballed out of control bot lane, and I was like, I didn't want to have to. I was just trying to all in on the winning lanes and try to avoid bot lane, and it didn't exactly pay off because then bot lane got really fed. I think it was like 0-6 at one point, or they were 6-0, and so then maybe I should have devoted a little bit more attention bot lane, but it was just the prior game it was the opposite, and I put a ton of attention into bot lane whenever I was playing Hecarim, and we were just like constantly diving. They were down like 30 CS at one point. We had kills on them and everything. It just like that didn't really convert the game into a win. So I was like, hey, screw it. I'm gonna try to shift the game plan to top side, and we did that. And I got stacks top side. I took his top jungle. I was up like 30 CS on Lilia at one point as well, and I was like 2-1 and 2, and then it just all fell apart whenever it came to a couple fights where their bot lane just kind of screwed me over. And then the Kindred game also sucked because I felt like I was like able to like instantly like chunk people, but it was just like it was never in a position where the team could follow up, and that was also partially just like the drafting because I was playing like we didn't really have engage except for Shin, which was to be expected. I drafted Kindred, but it was like I don't know. I just felt like there was a lot more that we could have done that we just misexecuted on, and
it was still a really good show on that second game. I mean, there was just a couple of fights where even with that team comp, if you play different to match the team comp, I mean, you actually still can win those games, not just solely off draft. So, but you guys did get a lot of early game leads that were a bit of a surprise, right? Like starting with that first dragon where Lilia died.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you guys...
I don't even know what was going on there. I was just like, that was something special. I didn't even like. I was like, okay. I mean, I'll take the mark interface and then take the drag. It was that was just I didn't expect them to be on the drag, especially because Lilia has really bad drag takes. So I was surprised they went for that, but I don't know. We should have been able to convert that into a win. It's just we need to practice not throwing away our leads because we're able to get them in a lot of our scrims, and as well as just like games in general. We have a lot of games where we'll get a lead somewhere. It's just converting that and not losing it, or not allowing the other side of the map that isn't being focused to just like get out of control is what we need to work on. And I think that once we clean that up a little bit, then we'll start pulling some games.
All right. So your next game, I believe, is against Alex's team, by the way, if I understand correctly. So how do you feel about that?
It'll be an event. That's about all I gotta say.
All right.
It'll be fun. Hopefully we can clean up our conversion to the late game, or even just conversion to the mid game. If we're able to actually like grow our leads instead of either stagnating them or completely like inting them to the other side of the map, then I think that I think that we'll be in a decent position. I don't know. We might try to switch up some roles. You never know. Maybe we'll test out some different stuff in scrims because whatever we're doing right now isn't working. Whether that just be because we're misexecuting or role issues or anything, but we'll figure it all out, and then it should be a fun, interesting new matchup come this next week.
Live true to that name. We turn these, you know.
We turn these. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah.
4, and you're gonna guarantee yourself into the playoffs. You know.
Exactly. That's the plan. It's all we're just trying to fit our name. You know, we gotta stay true to it. So yeah. Thanks for casting the game, guys. I'll have to go back and watch it. I've heard that it was a good one. So.
Was there any other questions from other?
All
right.
Not really. I know that Caleb has a fun video for you, Connor, to see a little bit later, but
All right.
I was a bit curious. There was a point in the second game where you'd gone into the enemy jungle to, I think, get a stack.
oh
Your
yeah,
passive.
inting for stacks. Yeah.
What was was there a certain thought process behind that, or was that just
It
like
depends on which one
autopilot?
it was. Because every time I would like, so like I think I died twice going in for stacks. So the objective cooldowns were on 3 minutes each. So it was 300 gold to whoever got it, or probably less at that point because I think I died a couple times in team fights. So it was a little bit of gold to whoever got it, but I mean it was a stack for me, and our whole like I was just trying to scale up. I don't know. One of them was worth it because it was a break point for my next scale. So it was just like if I hit that and it's 3 minutes before the next objective, if I get this stack, then it pushes me over to my next range power spike and damage power spike for whatever fight is to come. And I think that that's like an equal trade for the like 200 gold that they got from killing me, because at that point I'm not worth gold. I don't know. The other thing was just I actually didn't think I would die, and I almost didn't. The one whenever they like an ash arrow was flying at me, I dodged a lot of the Syndra stuff. I almost made it out of that, and then I just like barely got clipped by
Jumped
like a
into the wall.
Syndra Q or something. I don't really remember what it was, but I got hit by something. But I almost made it out. And then the other one was just a straight up int, because I thought that I don't know what I was thinking. The first one was an int whenever I got the stack, and then just like stared at Syndra for a little while and danced around. But that one was just a straight up int. I don't know. Kindred's fun. I enjoy playing it. So I still had a fun game, regardless of the result. But yeah, no, I trolled a little bit for stacks, but it was the one that I took. I know was actually worth the death because it hit my power spike, and then we had it for the next objective fight. But one of them wasn't worth it because I just kind of took the stack, and it wasn't my third one, so it didn't even give me it. It was just kind of a, oh well, eventually I'll get the next two, and then I don't even think I ever got the next two. So I don't know. I think marking was also really hard that game because it was like the fights were really sporadic and random. It felt like, so it was really hard for me to mark somebody that game and just kind of like hunt down my stacks. I got a couple of them. One of them, I'm not sure how I missed. Whenever we killed the Wukong under tower, that would have put me at 4 and would have accelerated my game, like my game by a lot, because it took me a while to get the next stack. I was really mad because I saw the like animation go off. I waited a little bit under tower, and then we killed the Wukong, and for some reason I didn't get that stack, and I wasn't really sure why. It must have like just barely missed the timer, because maybe I should have
Pause
waited
and
for
we
that
can chrono
animation
break this.
finish. I
No, I'm saying you should have just paused the game and then we chrono break it, and we go back and redo the fight because it was clearly a glitch, right?
Nah, I don't know what it was, but it was really weird though. I thought that I would have gotten a stack from that. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the game, but it was just like something that would have helped a lot, because having that extra range meant like the difference in whenever that Ash lived with 1 HP, whenever I accidentally misclicked my R, whenever we were fighting bot lane, that tilted me. I was very angry about that one because I accidentally pressed R while I was chasing the Ash, and I thought that I had a Shinar in my back pocket, and the Shinar never came, which wasn't Gar's fault. I probably should have been screeching at him, "Hey, press R," because we're on comms for a reason. But it was, I don't know. The game was fun. It was interesting. We have a lot of room for improvement. We're probably going to experiment, try some people in different roles. Who knows? I think that next week, hopefully, we'll come back revamped and actually be able to convert all the leads that we are getting in the early game to something that matters in the mid to late.
I will give you a huge tip for your next matchup, though. You want to win game 1, all right? Like, that's the game
Yeah,
that's
I
the
know.
easiest one to win that team. All right?
Yeah.
Like, if you make it to game 2, it's a lot tougher to win, so just make sure you come in strong at least, all right?
Alrighty.
Maybe for
Thank you
game
for
2,
the
you
tip.
throw him a really hard curveball.
All right, I'm playing mid. With that, peace out.
Oh, whoa! Samir,
No.
you're leaking your strats.
Samir.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm definitely peacing out.
Okay.
Have a
Alex,
good one.
you know what to ban. Have a good one. Thanks for interviewing with us.
Kindred bid.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right, Aaron wants to interview.
All right.
Hello, Aaron. Are you still there?
I
Are you
am.
webcamming?
Hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, we hear
can
you.
My PC does not have a webcam, so I cannot join the webcam.
All right. It's all right. We'll just talk to Patrick.
All right, good.
So, as a member of the winning team, what was your plan going into game 1 and 2?
Well, you see, we developed this plan about 20 minutes before the game started because people weren't speaking in chat. Just kidding, it wasn't that bad. But so basically, our whole game plan is just like rotate around to where we think our matchups fit us best. Obviously, our first time around it didn't work out too well. And then this time Daup was like, "Hey, I can jungle." And we're like, "Oh, good." Because our Phil was pretty much like a support main only. So that was basically it. And then game 1, I said that I really wanted to go against a specific person, just because there was a skill difference and it showed. And not sorry, that's not flame. It's just showing like how well it worked for us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
The Jax pick, I really thought Gloomy was taking the Jax. So I was like a little worried, not gonna lie, because just because I know Jax can get out of hand late game, but we were able to pull it out. Game 2, it was kind of a last minute switch that I went mid. They really banned all my top laners, which was pretty awesome. Glad they did that, honestly. No, I'm really like, it shows adaptation. I really like it. But yeah, and then I just pulled out Syndra. I honestly thought I was going against Vigar support or Vigar mid because I did not think they were taking Vigar support. So yeah.
All right.
You get put up against Gloomy.
I
Second
did.
game.
Yeah, and then that I was hearing him talk about that dragon. So like I was saying, Daup just picked, like, he can jungle and he just played Udyr. So he's like, "Oh, I can definitely take dragon." Like no issues.
Yeah, I
And
was
then
saying
he's
that in
like
the cast. Yeah,
he's like,
probably in Udyr
"Hey,"
mode.
he's like, "Guys, help." I was like, okay." So I decided I would just int for the dragon, and of course we didn't get the dragon because that's how that went. But yeah, that was interesting.
How did you all stay calm during the Katarina ramping up phase of the game?
Oh, we just were. I mean, obviously we had a lot of CC. So like between the Ash R, between my stuns, even between Lilia like sleep. Obviously it's a little harder to land, but I knew that we weren't just completely dead to rights as long as we just kept calm and played safe. So between me and Ryan were pretty much the vocal ones of our crew. And we were just like, she'd get a kill, she'd get a double kill. We got ace that one time. We're just like, "Hey guys, it's fine." Also, Wukong has ult, so that's like another tool to disrupt her. So I knew that we had plenty of tools to deal with her. But yeah, it's all about just like someone taking the lead and just saying, like, just remind everyone we're still in this. Don't worry, they'll make a mistake. We just got to capitalize on it. So.
All right.
Okay.
How did you like my Cinder
Any
damage
other-
on the Kindred?
One
I was
shot.
gonna say,
Don't
your
have to land
Syndra,
anything.
yeah, your Syndra looked pretty good, man.
I one shot him
Pretty good.
twice, and I was, like,
Yeah.
the first time that I nearly one shot him, like he was trying to hop over the wall, but he had to ult to barely survive or whatever.
Yeah.
I literally hit him with a QE, and I was just like, "What? What? He's almost
Yeah.
dead. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Anyway, so that one threw me for a loop. It's been a while since I played Syndra, so I was very surprised at that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Syndra versus the Soraka mid.
Heck yeah,
Oh, God.
AJ! Woo!
Matched
Let's
up too many
go.
times. I'll be fine.
Do you have any plans going into your next week? Do you know who you're playing?
I don't even know who we're playing, dude. I leave a lot of the matchup stuff to Ryan, and he looks
So-
into it. So
You're playing
So
my team.
Daniel is playing. What? No, that was last game. Alex is
what?
playing.
His
Alex
first-
is playing Gara, and his
yeah,
team.
you're playing Bot Simp, and his
I
Right,
am?
and then I'm playing Moose's team that week. So you would be playing Caleb's? No, because you already played Caleb's.
Yeah, I play Ryan.
oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I just mind gamed. All right.
Oh man, that's good. That's really good.
It's all going according to plan.
It's fine.
So,
We're chilling.
Well, AJ, don't be
I still
surprised
haven't
if you
played
see
my
me in the
week's
mid,
game,
but
so.
also don't be surprised if you see me in the top or support or jungle at this point. So there you go.
Mhm.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Or
The name is coming
jungle.
together.
Get
Hey,
in the
you never
jungle.
know. You never know,
Are
man.
y'all gonna play Ultimate Bravery at some point? Like once you guys are guaranteed in playoffs, are you guys gonna just start playing Ultimate Bravery?
Bro, I don't know what the crap we're gonna do. Honestly, we're gonna get that one win, and then I don't know. I might be playing ADC. We never know, dude. Honestly, I
Wow.
might spectate and let my brother play for me. You know, like you never know.
Uh-oh.
You never know.
Keep down the hush hush. Right, might be listening. Oh man.
I'm just kidding about that. That would be cheating.
I think account sharing is fine if it's in customs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats on the win. You guys got your first win of the season. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
split, whatever you want to call this round robin portion of the tournament.
Heck yeah, dude.
2-0.
We're pumped.
That officially means that my team is now second to last with one win currently, but I haven't played my match. So, is there anyone else who still one win?
No, you're the only one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because yeah.
All right.
3 and
Grace team is
2.
0-4.
All right. So it looks like it's going to be
No,
a
3
big
and
question
1,
mark on
sorry.
Yep. Well, we about to be 4-2 after we were done with AJ's team. So
Oh boy. Here we go.
Samir, you already know what the beer is for.
heck yeah, dude.
All
Here
right.
we go.
You can ask Samir. He knows how to handle the Alex. All right.
True.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, thank you
No
for
problem.
coming by.
Thanks
GG's.
for.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. Do we have any more interviews?
Not that I've seen. And I have homework.
All right. So we got in first place right now. Uncontested would be the 3-1 team, right? Who's 3-1? Moose, your team?
Well, Caleb has yet to play his match.
Right. So it's 3 wins on you.
3 wins
Alex,
on
you're
you.
at 2 wins, right?
Yep, 2 wins.
Caleb has 2.
And then Caleb has 2, but his 2 are better because he hasn't played yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan's at 2, and he has played, so he's tied with Alex's team now.
Yep.
And then I'm at 1, but I haven't played my games yet. And then at the bottom is currently We Turn These, who is looking to turn these.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So
looking for some upsets.
I think tomorrow's match is going to really show, you know, how much respect do we have to give Caleb as an actual competitor in this tournament. So
For sure.
quit doubting us. We're scaling. All right. You got this,
your
Samir. You
name
know what?
is
Just pick
We Turn
Katarina
These.
every game. I'll be fine. So, alrighty.
Okay.
Well,
Well, thank you everybody
And
that joined.
to
this
answer your-
time.
Yep.
Go ahead.
thanks.
What was your question?
You didn't link any DMs. You just linked the Intramurals captain
Okay,
chat.
good. All right.
I don't have shaving cream. Otherwise, I would. I would have shaved this a long ass time ago, Samir.
Well, thank you everybody for
All right.
watching. I wish you all happy intramurals, your future games. Not luck though. Connor can give you that if you want it. Yeah. See you later. I think we're gonna have a new set of casters tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
I still want one person who'll be favorable to my team because I know all 3 of them are gonna hard play me the whole way through.
I'll be busy. You'd have maybe ask Alex if
Alex.
he can talk in the chat.
Alex,
Yeah, I
you
can. I
gotta
can be
you
in
gotta
chat.
cast tomorrow's game.
I don't. 4 is a lot. 4 is a lot.
All right,
I'll be
just,
in
just
though.
analyst desk it. You just in between games, just be the analyst desk. All right.
I'm down. I'm down for that for sure.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining.
All right. Good night. GG's.